Welcome back to Shaman King 2021 Anime Review Episode 53. This is my final thoughts on the series and an announcement. My final thoughts on the series. This series did a great job at adapting this source material. Though, I think it was during, I believe it was when they were, just before the Shaman King fight itself, when they were traveling the desert, which, by the way, I at least appreciated, though this didn't take as long as the original series did. They actually trimmed down the whole scene where they pretty much cut out some random characters in like one episode, and it seems as though at first they were adapting a lot of stuff really quickly, and then with basically like toward the end of the series, they kind of stopped doing that for some reason. Yes, they apparently decided to do that. Not really sure why, but they did. Yes. Also, when I've been watching the series, apparently for some strange reason, I do not know why this is, but apparently like every time basically that, well, from what I can tell anyways, every time that they pretty much aired this series, because I was watching it on, not Netflix per se, I was watching it on a different thing, and I'm not going to mention, I was watching it on one particular website. Early on, they were airing this the right day. And then for some reason, I have no idea why in the world this is. Certain episodes, basically, I try to review the day they come out. At least I try to, but the episode was not there. I go to the website, nothing. There was nothing there. I can't refresh the page, nothing. This happened several times. And throughout the later part of the series, I've been reviewing on different days. Well, that's mainly because Thursdays now are basically when I do anime streams on Discord. That's mainly been a reason for that. And for pretty much almost an entire year, this has basically been the show that I've been reviewing, that I've been coming out on Thursdays I've been reviewing. Yep, and since the series has officially concluded, that means Thursday is officially down to one series. First time in 4 months. Yep, first time in 4 months that we actually have this. Yep. Now, as of currently, the only show coming out Thursdays I'm reviewing right now is Skeleton Knights No Pro. And that's it. That's the only thing I'm currently reviewing right now. Now, as for the announcement, it was announced after the series concluded that we're getting a sequel anime to this. Yes, a sequel. Probably adapting the spin-offs. Yes, they're probably going to adapt the spin-offs. And you're probably thinking, how many spin-offs are there for Shaman King? Well, there are about 4 of them per se. There is Flowers, which focuses on Hana. Yes, Hana. Who is Yo's son. Yep, and the original series was like 29 chapters before it was concluded. I have read, I think it's nuts. Is it Superstar? I think it is. No, I think it's one of the other ones. The Superstar is focused on Ren's son. Let's see, this one's actually apparently like, okay, this one actually is basically focused on, well, Hana again. That's for this one anyways. Yeah, and this one basically is currently been publishing. It's been publishing now about 3 years. My guess is, even though it's not by the same person, it's probably a monthly manga. And there's also Red Crimson. Yes, Red Crimson. Which only was around for just for a couple of years. Now, the thing with this series is, this is the one here that, from what I can tell anyways, this is focused on Ren's son. Actually, I don't think it's Ren's son. It's basically, looks like the cover looks like it's focused on Tao Jun and Python. Yes. Yeah. So focus is on them. It's basically Haruho and Ren for this spin-off series. I could see this be adapted for a series for the sequel series. Yes. And there's also the one, Marcos, which focuses on Marcus. Yes. And this one's also done by the creator. Yeah, it's kind of interesting though. He's working on about 3 or 4 series right now. Yes, I thought that was interesting. Hmm. Yeah, and there's only been 13 chapters. Yeah, it's simply what happened with him after Vince's series, which is I find that to be interesting. So yeah, there's plenty of material you could do, like a whole season on each one of these series. Like, yeah, the creator of this series, which I point out though, his name is Taki Hiroki, who's only 49. Yeah, so apparently we worked on Shaman King, which by the way, that was actually the late 90s. He was only like 20, 25 when he did the original series. Hmm. Yeah, so right now he's just working on Shaman King. Yep, he's working on Shaman King spin-offs because, well, he's not working on the main series anymore. Yeah, the main series started in 1998 and it was concluded in 2004. So when he did the first spin-off, which actually is Zero, yes, Zero, which focus actually no, it's the second one. Yeah, this one focuses on Ho. It's input his backstory, like actually focusing on a lot of their characters. That came out in 2011. Uh, Flowers started from 2012 to 2014. Superstar started 4 years later. Actually, was 4 years later. Yes, Red Crimson. That actually started. I was actually it's the only one that's not publishing right now. That started 2018, concluded about 2 years, at least 2 years ago. And there is Marcos. Yes, Marcos. Hmm. Which this one started publishing just 2 years ago. It is interesting though that that the writer of the series started the Marcos one just that started publishing 3 months after Red Crimson concluded. Now, excuse me, if you're curious to have read any of these spin-offs, I've read Flowers. I've not read Superstar, Red Crimson, or Marcos. I think I read a couple chapters of Zero, but that's simply it. And here's something also interesting though for Shaman King. You're probably asking, is there any video games for Shaman King as long as it's been around, which has been around for, as of this year, 24 years since the start of the original series. There have been 7 games technically per se. I would say mostly 6. Yes. There have mostly been 6 games for their franchise. Yes. Though they're all featured Jump All Stars, Jump Superstars, and Jump Ultimate Stars. But yeah, only like 5 games. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, only 5 games. The last game only came out in 2005, which was like a year after the series concluded. Yep. And in the case of some of the other ones, like basically here are your games. You have Verity Spirits, Master Spirits 1 and 2, Power of Spirits, and Legacy of Spirits. And those are all of the games. Yes. Now I should also put something about the what the language is. Now they did change some of the characters. Now in the case of the original English dub actor for Yo from the original series, who was Sebastian Urquhart, he is. I don't think he's basically stopped doing anime. Last anime he worked on came out roughly about 8 years ago. Yeah, he mostly has moved to live action stuff. That's mostly it. Currently, it's Abby Trott. This is the person who actually is the voice of Nezuko. Yes, that's who you can expect voicing Yo in the English dub. As for Anna, they actually kept her voice actors. Tyra Jane. Yep, same person. Yo. Now, Sebastian Urquhart did voice both Yo and Ho in the original series. In the remake, it's Eric Martinez who's voicing him currently. Yep. There are a few other characters they replace aside from Yo. The only characters they did replace, their voice actors, let's see. They replace Ryu. Yep, his voice actor replaced. He was voiced by Sean Schemmel in the original series. Yes, as in the voice of Goku. Yep. He was the original voice actor for him, and I believe he's also the voice actor for Akamaru, the samurai. Yeah, he voiced him too. Currently, in the recent dub, it's DC Douglas. Tao Ren, they also changed his voice actor too. Original's Andrew Reynolds in the original series, and this one is Laura Shaw. Like, wow, women. Yep, Heraho, same person. Faust, they actually changed his voice actor too. Originally Sam Riegel in the original series, and in this, actually no, they actually kept his voice actor. They changed it in the sub, but not the dub. Excuse me, Liseberg, still same person. Jocko, aka Chocolove. Matthew George in the original series, and AJ Buckles in the remake. The Patch Tribe, Govoda, the leader of the group. Two voice actors. First was Ted Lewis. Yes, a guy voicing a woman. An old lady, mind you. And you have Jodie Christo, who does the remake. For Silva, it's Dan Green. I don't think they changed his voice actor. Calm, in the original series. Well, basically, they changed his one. Let's see. The next one they changed was Nakram. His was originally Sean Chimmel. And the original one, in the remake, it's Akali. Some of the other ones, they still maintain the original actors. Yeah. Some of them basically don't have, like, they don't credit their... On the Wikipedia page, there is some of them basically who don't have... How should I put this? They don't credit their voice actor for some reason. I don't know why. Pacho, originally voiced by the same one who voiced Anna in the original series. Tara Jane, the remake, it's Laura Shaw. Lurkus, they changed his voice actor from Andrew Reynolds to Brendan Furcher. Now, someone did bring up to me that the anime original girls of the original series, one of them was the leader of the group, was voiced by the actors who voiced My Valentine from Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, I've been told that they were in the series. I've watched every episode, and I did not see them in the remake. Nope, never did. You might say Team Flowers is similar to them, but nope, not really. Yep. They're known as the Lily Five, and someone told me they were in the remake. Nope. I'm not sure who told them that these five ladies were in the remake, but as somebody who watched all 52 episodes, I did not see them at all. Nope, did not. Do not know why they couldn't make a cameo in the remake. They just didn't. Probably because basically they want to stick to the original creation. That's my personal guess. Now, as in the case of basically, if there's going to be a remake of what the sequel is going to entail, it's probably going to be adapting the sequel stuff. Which honestly, you can have like a full season of some of these ones. Like I said, Flowers is only 29 chapters. This one I can easily see I can see a series of seasons with this one. But it all depends on what the studio who did this one, which, by the way, the person who basically worked on the remake of Shaman King, the studio is not the same one working on the original one. The original was X-Book. They work on the original one. This one was done by Bridge. Yes. They're the ones who did this series. And this studio was only established 14 years ago. And they were one of the people who worked on Fairy Tail. Yeah, they took over from Cloverworks. Excuse me. Yeah. Aside from this one, Shaman King, I have not seen anything else. And I think they also took over the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. Starting with Sevens. They pretty much, in a way, been making all the series. Yes, for some reason they decided to... I think Viren's maybe the last one they did on the original company. And then they switched over to Sevens. Now you're probably thinking, why am I talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! For? Because it's made by the same company. Yep. They have not made a lot of series per se. Not really, no. But as of currently, I've only watched, aside from Shaman King, just one other one, that's Fairy Tail. And that's it. That's all the only series I've watched that they worked on. Am I planning on watching the other ones? No, not really. I have no media plans to watch any other series that this company worked on. It's not because I have anything against the company that made Shaman King. I just have no interest because I have other series I'm watching right now. So, there's that. And as of right now, Shaman King is off my review list until whatever the sequel anime comes out. So as of right now, these are your first series right now going forward. On Wednesday, because nothing Monday, Tuesday. On Wednesday, it's Rise of Hero, if I get a chance to review that day. Thursday, as of right now, until some other series replaces this one, Skeleton in the World. Friday, Kaguya-sama Lover's War. Saturday, Case Closed. Sunday, One Piece and Boruto. And that's it. Now, I have heard other series come soon. Overlord is presumably coming out in July. Well, season 4 anyways. Let's see. Me. Yes. All I've heard of this one is that July 2022. No date in that month when that one comes out, of what day it comes out. But so as of right now, I'm only viewing. Let's see, 3, 4, only 6 series. It was 7 with this one. Now I'm down to 6. Now, in the case of some of these series, only Case Closed, One Piece, and Boruto. These ones are just permanent ones, as far as I can tell right now, unless the companies that make them decided to end them, which I highly doubt they will be. But for Case Closed, it depends on if the studio releases an episode for that one. If it is, I'll review that day. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. Yep. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for this particular review. I don't think we're in Case Closed. I think I'm just going to finish the one thing I'm working right now, which is Doctor Who. Yes, I'm almost done with a story that I'm not really a big fan of. I'm only reviewing it because I want to continue more with the Doctor that is the star of this one. Okay? I'll see you around one soon. Okay? Next video. Bye.